streamer on a search for victory.
These are the freaking flamingos.
Wants to take you. Yes, you, chat. On her journey. Games. Unboxings. Cooking. IRL streams. What are you waiting for? To join the fun.
Ah, no! Run! Oh, that actually scared me.
Twitch.tv/Sasha Gray. Follow me. One.
Tonight, I am going to prepare a Valentine's meal for us. Here. This is rosemary. Inhale it deeply, deeply. Of course, no kitchen is complete without a wooden spoon. And of course, you must always have extra virgin olive oil. Tonight, or Millefolie di Melanzana. The star of that appetizer is right here. It's right here. Got it. How does this make you feel? Now, let's go into the kitchen.
Hello, everyone. Won't you join me? I forgot to take this off. Well, well, well. That was incredibly hard to keep a straight face. I gotta get a new camera right there. What's up, everybody? Give me just a couple seconds so I can, like, fix chat so I can actually see you guys. Your hands look extra pale. It's because it's a really terrible webcam, actually. That's why I was saying I need to... Oops. Actually, I'm also going to do this. I need to get a new... Looks a little better. That's as good as it's going to get right there. You're impressed the first time anyone genuinely fooled you in years. Okay. I just need to figure out where I'm going to put you guys. What is the best position? feel like here would be. They just need to be higher. Yeah, what's the best position, Ice Colt? Tell me. Oops. Just close the music. Okay, I definitely need a drink of water. And a special shout out to a few people. First of all of you. It's really weird because my camera used to be so close to me and now the camera is all the way over here, super far away. So, first of all, shout out to Fluffy, Meows, and Sob for going back and forth with me while I did this. And for the inspiration. Second, shout out to, for real, all of you guys for the support. Because look, this is the new upgrade. This is the new and improved secret sauce because of you guys. So I'm excited. There's still a lot to be done. I'm going to work on changing maybe this webcam, maybe the microphone so it's not in the shot. It would be nice to not have to look at it. But yeah, a lot of stuff to still work on, but the look is there. Biggs, thank you for the 1666. Scott WJ, thank you for the tier 1. Welcome to my stream. Sandman, thank you for the 14 months. Juan CGG, thank you for the year. Thank you for the 12 months. You got your golden badge. Hey, you know, backseating also applies to cooking. Just saying. Zoea, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back. Digwin Palazuelos, thank you for the prime. Wario Tanuki, thank you for the 7 months. Oh, I said that yesterday. Thank you again. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate the support. Ego Testicles, thank you for the prime. Welcome. Manhetico PT, thank you for the 666 biddies. Thank you. I appreciate it, you guys. All right. Why did that come through? Don't know. That's weird. Okay. You don't know how to cook anything, so you won't hear anything from me. Well, the whole point of this episode, I'm addicted to being timed out. I'll get into in a minute, but basically I wanted to do a secret sauce where anybody, I feel, in my opinion, you can't mess this recipe up. You have to be extremely distracted to mess this stuff up. So like, I think it's not, it's possible. Even if you think you can't cook, I'm telling you, you can make this stuff. It's so easy. You just need love and patience. Let me move this. I'm gonna move that over here. Looks good to me. Surly Jackwagon, thank you for the gifted sub. Free 11, thank you for the 1337. Chavez James, thank you for the prime. Experiment, thank you for the 1337. Gato Sasso, thank you for the 2 gifted subs. I appreciate it. Thanks so much, you guys. Meows. Okay, everybody. So, we prepared, oh no, I forgot my fresh cheese. It's Mr. Frosty. No, I forgot. I was focused on this. Let's put that fish you caught on the block. Oh my God. Okay, so, here we go. This camera's better than my eyesight. All right, let me stop reading for just a second. We're doing this special episode of Secret Sauce to prepare you guys for Valentine's Day. So, I feel like this is a meal that if you're alone, you can make for yourself and it will turn out really good. And if you're in a couple, it's a great date night meal for staying inside. We're still in the middle of a pandemic. That being said, I will make it clear, I don't really care for Valentine's Day. I understand some people just celebrate it because they want to make their partner happy. I don't love it. I don't think it's an exciting holiday whatsoever. It's just capitalism doing its thing. However, I do think it's cool to know how to cook a few things so you can have a date night at home. So this can be applied to any date night. Doesn't just have to be Valentine's Day. I saw somebody leave a comment on my YouTube like, I haven't celebrated Valentine's Day since 5th grade. So that's kind of how I feel. Like, candy, yay. Sometimes it's nice to take care of yourself out for a nice date. Sometimes it's nice to take care of yourself out for a nice date. Yay! I'm glad to hear it, Sad. All right. Let me open up Discord right here. I think this is going to keep closing, unfortunately. Maybe if I turn it up. No, I think I have the alert off. Unmute. There we go. Ha ha ha. Okay, that should work. So, what are we cooking today? Let me answer that. We are making an eggplant parmigiana. It's called millefoglie di melanzana. So it's a different take on the parmigiana that we're used to. It's not as heavy. Then we're making steak in a red wine reduction sauce. And then for dessert, we'll have some strawberries. Oh, yes. With some whipped cream and chocolate sauce. So, first thing we're going to do is the meme of the day. The eggplant, because you have to sweat it out. You slice up eggplant, typically, depending on what recipe you're doing. You slice the eggplant up and you cover it in coarse salt and you let it literally sweat. And what that does is it takes out a lot of the moisture. Again, if you're like grilling them, I wouldn't even bother doing that. If you're grilling it whole, definitely wouldn't bother doing that. Obviously, because then you would have to slice it. Anyways, most of the time, it's a good idea to do. But again, depends on what you're cooking. And finally, we get to use this beast. This sexy beast. Oh yeah, look at this. This is the highlight. All right, so I'm going to focus, you guys. Now, typically if you're making eggplant parmigiana, you cut the eggplant in thick slices. We're not doing that because we're making a millifolia, which means we're going to be stacking the eggplant, the cheese, the tomato. So we want it thinner than usual. Look at this. I even want it thinner than that. Yeah. I think like I might almost want to use the mandolin on this. Or I just need to focus on making these thin. There we go. I'm going to actually separate the ones I'm most happy with from the ones that I'm not happy with. Yeah. And then those will be for later. And just to be safe, we'll do a couple extras. Always have extras when you're streaming. Oh my God. All right, I think I like the look of this. I'm not really counting. I don't know how many I exactly need. But my intention with this was to have something, you know, a little something something before the steak. I feel like once we stack the tomatoes, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't want to be too full. Let's do 5 slices. Then, how many did I say? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then, since I have all this and I have all the ingredients, I'm Nah, I'm not going to do that now. It's going to take too long. But what I do intend to do after the stream is I'm going to fry the rest of the stuff that I'm not using for stream. And I'm going to fry... I can't speak. It's a little late to be starting. What I'm going to do is meal prep a parmigiana, and I'm going to do it the more traditional way. But I'm going to do that off stream, because if I start doing that now, then it's going to be a disaster. So, this stuff, I'll just do one. I'll have one on standby, huh? That won't be too bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I don't need to count these, because I'm doing it differently. So, this is perfect. We'll fry some of this. This I'm going to put in the fridge. Next. Oh, wait. Before we get into this. What did I say we had to do? We need to sweat the eggplant. So, how do you do that? I prefer doing it in a just in a strainer. Where'd my fifth slice go? There it is. And you can stack them, so you just want to make sure it's covered in salt. Like that. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, I don't need to count these. What am I doing? And don't freak out. Oh my God, that is so much salt. What are you doing? Hypertension. You rinse this off. You rinse it off at the end. So don't freak out on me, okay? Then what I like to do is just either put it on the sink, or if you don't have room, then make sure it needs to be above everything, right? So like something to catch the sweat, essentially, if it sweats a lot. Anyways, something to catch the moisture. And I want to keep an eye on this, actually, so I'll take a paper towel. This is not fitting right now. And do like that. Give me 1 second. Okay. So, next we'll do onions and tomatoes, which I need to get out of the grocery bag. I just said onions. That's because I was thinking of making the sauce, which I usually make with this. We're not doing that because it's a different recipe. So I am going to be using onions for the steak, though. And I need to go grab something. I'll be right back. 1 second. Ah! Okay, sorry. I had to get my phone, which is the other camera on the tripod, keeps ringing. So she keeps going off camera to eat a burger. Okay, so it's muted. We should be good. Manhetico, thank you for the 666 biddies. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. All right, so if you're joining, we're starting with, oh my God, we're starting with eggplant parmigiana. So a different take on it though. So we just salted the eggplant so it can sweat. Now we're doing the tomatoes. You know, if you can, try and find something that's around the same size. That way it layers nicely. I wasn't able to do that with the cheese because there wasn't the specific cheese that I was looking for, but that's fine. We'll survive. I think that's enough because we have 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks good. So since we're not making a sauce with this like you normally would with the eggplant parmigiana, I want to put some olive oil, salt, and pepper on this. What do we have cooking tonight? We're giving you inspiration for a Valentine's Day or date night meal, either if you're solo or if you're with your partner. Tomatoes do look good. I'm actually surprised, and they smell good. I'm surprised for it being February. How is this different from the normal recipe? This is a little bit more fresh, and we're going to be layering it. Whereas and we're not going to like smother it in cheese. We're not going to smother it in sauce, which you usually do a side sauce. We're not doing that. This is going to look The reason I went with this is because it's more elegant. The typical dish is a very rustic dish, but it's one of my favorite things to eat ever. So this is just all about presentation. It's just gonna look a little nicer, that's all. If I could find my salt though. Actually, I'm not gonna pepper this. Don't need to. Oh no, let me do one more tomato slice. Okay, we can set that to the side. This can, you know what? I can just eat this later. I'm gonna just finish slicing this because it's just the end. Oh, I need a trash can bowl. And I don't even need the second tomato. Thank you, AO says. Welcome to my stream. This is the new and improved secret sauce. All right, so we've got eggplant. We've got tomatoes. Now we need the mozzarella. Now, normally when I make mozzarella, Normally when I make this dish, I don't get fresh mozzarella because it goes in the oven. It's baking for a long period of time. It's easier when it's firm, and it's a great melting cheese, okay? So we are going to finish this dish in the oven, but only like 10 minutes, give or take. I couldn't find the fresh mozzarella that I wanted. I found the little ones, the little balls of mozzarella. But that's okay. We'll survive. We'll make it work. This is our appetizer. So if you can find a good fresh mozzarella, go for it. I just know that these are good, so I went with these instead. I gotta kind of eyeball this too. I don't know. I need to think about this, how I want to slice it. Because this is going to be layered too, right? So, yeah, this way. Look at that. Look at that knife. So, please excuse this part. I really recommend the full size. It's much easier for what we're doing. This is going to take a little bit longer, but it's going to taste good at least. Angelo and Franco make a great local one. You'll have to post that in Discord so I know where to get it. I'm definitely eating this piece. Do you ever make your own mozzarella? No, I do not. But I can tell you one of the most beautiful things I ever saw in Puglia was a guy making fresh mozzarella and stretching it out by hand. Oh my god, it was delicious. I'm gonna get rid of the ends because they're gonna mess up the shape when we layer it. We're not gonna use it in this. I'll use it for something else later. You brought a knife to a cheese fight. What's the matter with you? How many more? How many more? Well, if I do too much, it's going to be fine because I have leftover eggplant anyways, so it won't go to waste. Thank you, Chet. Welcome to my stream. This is the new and improved secret sauce. Still have things to improve, but it's so weird not having music right now. It's like dead air. It's complete silence. Yeah, only you guys hear it because my microphone is next to the speaker. So you guys can hear it. But if I were to turn it up, then it would echo through. All right, I'll do one more. We should be good. As her phone rings. No, that's my dedicated old phone with Discord. Because it's really hard in the kitchen to look at all the notifications like chat, Discord, alerts, all that stuff. There's not enough window space. All right, I'm going to put this away. And look at this. This has only been... No, it's already been 15 minutes. Okay, let's see if you guys can actually see this. I'm not sure how well the webcam is picking it up, but you should be able to see like the salt. The eggplants appear to be sweating. And look at how wet the towel is. Dang, Meows is out here roasting me. Meows. I'm having flashbacks to get him bullied. Dang. Okay. So, we've got 15 more minutes on that. I'll start. Thank you, sub. The next thing I'll start doing is the. Let me put this on a plate. Then we'll start slicing the onions and I need some onions and garlic. Actually, let's put these at the bottom since we're not going to use that. And thank you, Matrix. What's up? Welcome back. Grifter444, thank you for the prime. Fanatochka Sasha, thank you for the 7 months. What is that name? Jack Joe Jacket, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Z Tayton, thank you for the 20 months. Mr. Jude Green, welcome to my stream. Thank you for the tier 1. I appreciate it, guys. Welcome to Secret Sauce. Let me rinse this. So let's get some garlic. If you're new here, this is my trick because one of my biggest pet peeves in the kitchen, other than a dirty kitchen, is garlic and onion peels going everywhere. So I just do it over a paper towel so it doesn't go flying everywhere. It does stick to everything. All right, one piece of steak. I'm gonna say I like garlic, so I'm gonna do like 4. Fluffy, not enough. It's never enough. And look at this little ramekin that I use for my garlic. You like that? It's kind of cute, huh? Kind of cute. Look at that. Goodbye, garlic peels. I showed somebody this trick in my family, and like 2 weeks later, they called me and said, "Thank you so much. That's the best thing ever." Now, let me think about how I want to do this. I want it this way. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way. The mods are sending me memes on Discord. And I'm gonna do this yet? No. So if I know I'm not using a second half of an onion, I keep the skin on. So I didn't peel this off because I don't know if I'm using it yet. Now, this is going to be part of our sauce, which means I want it to get nice and caramely, which means I don't want too thick of a slice. Thin sliced onions. And for this, like, look, I'm not one that's like, you have to stick to a recipe. You have to stick to a recipe. And I often use red onion when people call for different colored onions because I love how strong it is. With this recipe, though, I'm going to have to say, use red onion. We're making a red wine sauce. We want that caramely flavor. I think, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to slice up all of this onion. I mean, this entire half. Oh, no, the eyes. All right. I think that looks good. That looks good, even if I don't use it all. Garlic. So one of these days I'll get that chef's like smacking the garlic with the knife technique down. I still don't have it down though. I am starting to cry from the onions. One of these days I'll get that smashing technique down. I still don't have it down. I actually haven't tried it with the new knife. Can't fight the tears. Yeah, we're not gonna practice on stream. I've watched the videos a ton of times, like different videos, and they do it towards this end of the knife, and they just smack it. They just smack it like this, but they get the edge somehow in there, and that's just not it. That's not what I'm looking for. Anyways. I'm just going to slice this thin. Check TikTok. They just stab it from the clove straight out. Yeah, half those TikTok people are not cooking those dishes. Come on, I studied it. Very convenient. Let me see them do it on a Twitch stream. I definitely could not do that with my old knife. Beautiful. thin sliced garlic. Amazing. All right. Trash can out. Trash can back in. And now I need butter, flour. And I just put the timer on so I wouldn't forget. The eggplants are basically done sweating. So, in the meantime, I'll just open this up. This is our cheap red cooking wine. The garlic and onions are for the steak. I'm just starting to prepare those ingredients while the eggplant finishes sweating. I just let it sit 30 minutes. I let the eggplant sit for 30 minutes. Really, it's an eyeball technique. It doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be 30 minutes. You can eyeball it and you can really see what level of sweat, jogging or a game of COD. My favorite dessert is probably tiramisu. Did you plant the eggs yourself? Smelling the cheap wine cork. Okay. So, this stuff's prepared. I'm going to rinse off the eggplants. And then... Ooh, wait a sec. So... Sort of the point of doing this version of Parmigiana is that it's supposed to be a little healthier. I'm going to go for flavor. In this recipe, you do not have to fry your eggplant because you grill it. But, you taste the difference. I'm still going to lightly fry the eggplant and then I'm going to finish it off on the grill because it's going to look pretty. So you can skip the frying. I think it just brings out the flavor. So let's show you. Here's what your eggplant should look like. I don't think the webcam's really going to pick up the detail of the sweat. But you can see that a lot of the coarse salt has dissolved. And there's our wet paper towel. Yeah, you're definitely not going to see it from this angle. I tried. So I have to rinse the salt off. And turn the oil on. That would help. The oil is not ready yet. Wah, wah, wah. All right, since it's not ready, I really have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back, and then we're gonna fry the eggplant. Muted. Okay. Whoops. This is why you look at chat all the time. Okay. Thank you guys. There we go. So we're frying the eggplant now. I like frying in sunflower oil if I don't want a whole lot of flavor from the oil into whatever the dish is. Then of course you can cook with sesame oil, peanut oil, whatever, if you want those flavors. I don't want flavor in the oil. And then on the side, I have the grill pan. The grill is already heating up because it takes a while to heat up. And I feel like I can throw these in. It's not going to get too crowded. I have a lot of oil in there. While that's frying, we throw this away and we can start our butter. All right, we're not gonna fry them that long though because we are also grilling them. I just want it. This is already almost done actually, so let me pay attention. Yeah, that's enough. And because I've never done it like this before, but because they're so thin, they're really delicate now that they're fried. So I'm going to use this slotted thing instead, so I don't break it taking it out of the oil. Come on, don't break. Don't break. It's like the alfajores. Okay. Alright, so we're going to do a few more, so I'm glad I sliced extras to have on standby. And I'm all about my barbecue. This is the one recipe where I'm not afraid of butter. So I'm just, it's going to be a lot of butter right now. We're going to just throw this in the frying pan here. It's going to be waiting for us. That might be too much. I don't know. Let's do it like that. I want the eggplant like slightly golden. And since I have this going already hot, I'm just gonna fry these last kind of random, irregular size pieces. And maybe, you know, tomorrow I'll make pasta norma, because it needs to be fried too, so we'll let those go. These I'll fry a little bit longer. And I'll get a second plate for them so I can distinguish the two plates. These look a lot more golden on the webcam than they actually are. And this one is a goner. It's too thin. So a few of these are too thin. Dang. Okay, since I'm cooking those a little bit longer, I'm going to switch sides so you guys can kind of see the grill pan. And now, this part, the frying and grilling. Oh my God. Sweating those out in a pan with no salt would have been quicker and healthier. If I didn't like you so much, I would time you out. I specifically said I wanted the flavor. That's why we're frying and then grilling. We have the back seating, no back seating tag on for a reason. All right, I don't want to get distracted. I feel like this could go wrong very quickly, so let me take out a couple of these. All right, the rest of those can keep going. Now, here's the experiment. The fry and then the grill. I have no idea how this is gonna go. Oh no, bad experiment, bad experiment. Experiment failed. I ruined our Valentine's Day. They're too thin. Scuffed. I should have sliced more. I could have been a contender. Okay, not totally ruined. Not totally ruined. Not totally ruined. Okay, kind of ruined. Half of it. Okay, I have an idea. Check this out. Not totally ruined. This is why we have extra eggplant. We're going to do something like this. We're not going to sweat it out, but there you go. We're going to grill it. And I'm going to do a few pieces because I think I should have done them thicker. Once they hit the oil, they became, once they hit the oil, they became almost paper thin. Oh, the fried ones look good. The fried ones look good, man. We're going to turn this heat all the way up now. Already almost done. Saved. Saved. Woo! Okay, saved it. I saved it. Definitely salt these while they're grilling now. Okay, experiment failed, but this is why I love secret sauce, because we get to try new things. No Kappa. All right, let me do some shout outs because it's much more difficult during secret sauce. Izra46, thank you for the tier 1. Monduke212, thank you for the 6 months. She's a naughty monkey, thank you for the 2 gifted. Shum501, thank you for the prime. Charlos Fabian, thank you for the tier 1. Cuban49, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Sagittarius Nefarious, thank you for the tier 3, 3 months. Welcome back. Spartisan1, thank you for the prime. Angst, thank you for the 2 months. Welcome back. I'm just here for the emotes. Oh, you got them. We got some new emotes coming too. She's a naughty monkey, thank you for another 2 gifted. Yosadi, thank you for the prime. Jack Joe Jacket, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Let me check these. Deal, thank you for the 420. Grifter, thank you again for the Prime. Grizzle Bear, thank you for the tier 3 20 months. Whoa. IB Nell, thank you for the Prime. Welcome, you guys. Oops. All right, Tariq. Less advice, more nice. All right. One of these days I'll have a stove that burns evenly. One of these days. Can you call them aubergines? Your kitchen's too fancy to be saying eggplant. This is a different type of parmigiana. Instead of the traditional rustic way, we're doing it. You pointed at us in HD. Instead of the traditional rustic way, we're doing millefoglie di melanzana, which is a little bit different. There's less sauce, and it's actually, I think, a more elegant presentation for what we're doing. So that's why I decided to make it this way. Matrix Bits, thank you for the 690. Aubergine, darling. Thanks, Biggs. All right, got this going, the oil's done. I'm gonna get this kettle out of the way. And we're good. So now here's the tricky part. Normally on stream, we do like one dish, you know? I have to sneeze. Normally we do one dish. So this is going to be a little bit complicated. So before I continue, I think I would like to kind of prep the fruit and the chocolate as if I had like a TV assistant with me where everything is all prepared in cute little bowls. So I'm going to get the strawberries out and the chocolate and the stuff for the whipped cream. And actually, I'm going to need this. I'm gonna get these out of the way. And then whipped cream stuff. All right. So, an old trick for whipping cream. An old trick for whipping cream is they take your beaters and your bowl and you put it in the freezer for like 10 minutes or longer. Some people have really nice like copper bowls, so once you put the cold liquid in, it stays really cold. It's all cool and fancy, but this will work. So that's going. Now chocolate. Please, please, please buy a good chocolate bar. Something dark. 80%, 85%, something like that. Something around that range. It's going to taste a million times better. And we're going to have whipped cream. So, like, trust me, you're going to have the sugar. Don't be afraid of the bitterness. It's going to be cut with the flavor of the strawberries and the whipped cream. I don't want to get this next to the garlic. So, I'm going to take, like, I don't know. I've never, actually have done it this way once. I don't know how much I'm going to want. I'm obviously making a really small portion because this is for stream and I don't want to waste. So you're going to probably want to use a little bit more than this. I'm going to snap this in half and then, no, I'll probably quarter up each square. All right, that's ready. Need a small bowl. No, bigger bowl. So, as I did that, I realized that it was probably more chocolate than I needed since I'm just doing this for me. I took this thing, which is really cool because it has right there, a little spout, a little divot. And then what we're going to do is essentially double boil it. But I'm going to cheat. I've done this once or twice. It can sometimes take a while. If it takes too long, I'm going to do a real double boil. So I'll boil the water, put it in this bowl because it's deep enough. Not to the top though. And then I'm going to put this inside of the bowl and it's going to melt the chocolate. But we're not going to do that yet. I just want this prepared because we're doing several different things. sort of just like inventing this as we go along. So I don't need. I'm gonna take 2 strawberries. You guys probably can't see this really well because of the garlic in the way. There we go. All right, 2 strawberries. I'm gonna slice them. Oop. And I'm gonna slice these. And I kind of want to keep them together for the presentation later. Okay. That's it. I'm gonna do 2 and then I'm gonna keep 3 whole. You'll see. Alright, strawberries are good. Chocolate is good. We have the things in the thing for the whipped cream. Trash Campbell right here. Alright. So I guess we can finally start the steak. No, it's gonna be really fast. We're gonna flip-flop a lot here tonight. I'm gonna go back to the eggplant, which means I'm gonna actually get this stuff out of the way. So, I've never made the millefeuille. I've eaten di melanzana, but I've eaten it. So, at a restaurant. So, I'm kind of winging how I'm gonna do it. I do want to finish it in the oven. I need to think about what dish to put it in. It needs to be easy to remove once it's taken out of the oven. Yes. Oh no, it's not on that side. All right, I'm gonna use a pie dish. And I think, therefore I am. I want to put the onion away. Squirrel! I think, therefore I suffer. Okay, eggplant. So, we rescued it. I tried a little experiment earlier. I wanted to fry, then grill, but I sliced it too thin. So it didn't quite work. But you know what I am going to do? Yeah. These were the sort of leftovers that I fried, and they held their form. because I fried them for longer. So we're gonna sneak a few slices of these inside because they're gonna be delicious. So this will be in the middle, like so. This will be on the side. Everything is turned off. Yes. All right. So just for structure's sake, I'm gonna. That's gonna be the top one. I'm gonna put a grilled one. Can you see that? Yeah, we're gonna put the grilled one on the bottom so it holds the shape. This already has salt on it. Tomatoes, we've been marinating in olive oil and salt. So, 1 tomato. And here's where I wish I had the regular mozzarella, but it's okay. We'll survive. These little ones actually might make it easier to hold the shape once I transfer it out of this dish. So it might not be a bad thing after all. And now, look at this. We have the fried one. This is going to be delicious. I don't love that it's smaller, you know, but we'll survive. It's so pretty already. Now, I would actually recommend, that's an end, putting, because we didn't do the sauce, which has basil in it, I'm gonna put some basil in the middle of this. Basil, I'm sorry, ice coat. Not a lot because it's going in the oven, so you don't want it to get that weird overcooked flavor. I didn't put one on the bottom layer, so I'm just going to keep it like that for now. All right, let's switch it up, give it a little bit more structure. That's 2, 3, yeah. Key. Just a little basil. Just a little. That's good enough. Now, this, I think I want to sneak in just for extra little fried flavor. I didn't salt this. No, did I salt this one? No, because it was the last fried batch. And then, I think we want more cheese. Boop. Boop. Nope, that's an end. Boop. Yes. It's not even. Nope, we're going to have to get rid of that. That's going to drive me crazy. Not sneaking that one in. All right. That looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna, oh, I wish it was more, had more grill marks. Ah, that's why. Ha ha ha. Yes. some more salt. Not a lot because we salted the eggplant already. Now, this is why I wanted to do it this way instead of the traditional rustic way. It's going to be hard to show you because you see the presentation is just, it's more elegant. It's way more elegant. So, this is going to go on the side. We'll eventually finish it off in the oven. But we're not ready yet because we want to cook our steak. I'm going to turn it on the broiler though. I'm going to turn the broiler on. Oh, hold on. 1 second. I just realized that was probably annoyingly loud. Sorry. I can't see. There was still some, like, a little bit of, there was a little bit of oven cleaner left from cleaning the oven, so I wanted to get it off. Ah! I just had one more idea because I'm just worried that like all of this is gonna come together and be ready really quickly. So, you know, I should just eat this because it's cute and delicious looking as it is. I'm gonna eat that. Mmm. 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 Oh, yeah. Mm. Let's get this out of the way. Okay. I'm thinking all of this is going to be ready really quickly. So I'm going to do the whipped cream. I think the beaters have been in the freezer long enough. So you need heavy whipping cream. I never measure this stuff. I just pour it in and I eyeball it. That looks good to me because the cool thing about whipped cream is you can just throw it back in the freezer and reconstitute it later. It's never going to be the same texture, but you know, it still tastes good. Then I've got my sugar right here. So I'm going to mute you guys so you don't, so I don't destroy your ears. And then I'll be right back. Oh, that would be why. I muted it in a really wrong spot. In a wrong. Oh my god. Okay, I'm losing it. I muted you guys in a different way than I typically do. So, okay. It disappeared from the mixer for a second. I'm back. Okay. So, you see how long that took me? It took me about a minute and a half to wait for it. Took me a minute and a half to make this whipped cream. Look, dude, like, don't buy the can if you're trying to impress somebody. It's so simple. It's so simple to do. That's going back in the freezer for a little bit. Now, in the meantime, I can take this to the side, this to the side. This can go back away. We'll keep this out. And now, for the highlight. I put a big ass chunk of butter in there already. It's already melted. It needs to get hot again. I can already tell that I'm going to need more than that. So I will put that extra little piece that I had right there. And now I want my onions back. And the first thing we're going to do is a little sofrito of onions, butter, salt, and garlic. You know, here's something they never tell you when you're reading recipe books. They say, saute garlic and onions, right? Garlic always burns quicker. It always burns quicker. So, I usually add the garlic, I don't know, midway when the onions are done. Like midway, like halfway. When the onions are about halfway cooked to the eye, I add the garlic in. A sofrito is just like a base to get you started. I mean, this is a base of many dishes, of many, many dishes. Usually it's oil, olive oil, but in this case, it's actually butter. All right, we don't want to burn this, right? It's looking good though. We're gonna add the onions. If I'm doing a sauce, if I see like a piece of onion that is a little out of place, like it's too thick compared to the rest, I don't cook it because it gives it a sort of uneven texture. I love onion, so I'm going for it. I added a lot. Some salt. I kind of want more than this. I don't know. Yep, I'm adding all of it. I hate flour in kitchens. It's such a mess. I kind of want to caramelize this a bit before we continue with the other steps. So I don't have it on super high heat. I have it like medium high. If you're just joining, we're making a pre-plan in advance Valentine's Day dinner or date night dinner or treat yourself dinner. We're making we're making millefoglie di melanzane, which is basically a take on eggplant parmigiana. Then we're making steak in a red wine reduction. And then for dessert, we're doing strawberries with chocolate and whipped cream. It's eggplant parmigiano. There you go. Ooh, it's looking good. Beetle Runner, thank you for the 11 months. Welcome back. She's a Naughty Monkey, thank you for a gifted sub. The Chronicles of Yelooper, thank you for the Prime. Tootie, thank you for the Prime. Nfrost92, thank you for the Prime. Cuban49, thank you for the gifted sub. Hansel, thanks for the 3 months. Welcome back. Skrilla, thank you for the 5 gifted subs and the tier 1 sub. Matrix Bits, thank you for the 690. Monkey's Uncle, thank you for the Prime. Thank you so much, you guys. I appreciate it. Who wants an almond? Alright. These are looking nice and golden. I like where they're going, which means I'm putting in my garlic. I gotta work on this webcam though, because I really hate the color. It's terrible. It's terrible for showing you what's actually happening. And I can already tell you that, maybe not. No, it's looking good. I was gonna add a little bit more butter, but I think we're okay for now. Oh no, some of my garlic, the slices didn't, they stayed in a clump. I'm just kind of crushing it because it's, one of the garlics stayed in a clump instead of the slices I made. Alright, that looks good to me. So I'm going to turn down the heat just a little bit. And now I'm going to add some red wine. this side, more butter. I told you, you cannot be afraid of butter tonight. Okay, that's burning down. And it's really caramelizing the onions. Oh my god, it was smelling just okay because I prefer doing this usually with olive oil. But now that you add the red wine, the smell takes on a whole new flavor. And I forgot to salt that. Or did I? No, I didn't. I salted it. I remember now. I sniffed the pan. Okay. Now I've got my cut of meat. We're going to get into this in just a second, but I need to focus, and I'm going to explain a little bit about the choice of meat that you can use. I'm going to have to move this out of the way. But in this moment, I need to focus. No, it is not room temperature. I know a lot of people, the meat is the best if you get it room temperature first. Okay, yes, that can be applied to many red meat cooking scenarios, especially steak. However, we're slathering this in butter, not only once, but twice, in a decadent red wine reduction sauce. You really don't got to do all that. Okay. We're going to turn this down now. And in the meantime, we're going to take this bad boy. There's a string inside. You don't see it, but it's perfect for this recipe. And we're going to start frying that. It needs more butter though. Now we're adding flour to this mix. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to need more butter. I can already see it. And more wine. And more heat. Oh, this smells good. Oh, this smells good. Oh my goodness. You have no idea. But you will if you try making this for yourself. Come on, heat, don't fail me now. And I'm going to put this in the broiler. And I'm going to go get my chapstick. I will be right back. Don't go anywhere, you guys. And I'm back. Now I'm searing the edges. I forgot my rosemary. I'm gonna go grab rosemary. with the rosemary. You can use any herb. I really want rosemary for this with the wine. I think it'll be good. And I'm going to leave it whole and just throw it straight in the pan. Ooh, that's hot. All right, now that that's done sizzling, I made a tiny bit of a mistake earlier, as happens when you cook on stream because there's a lot going on. I put too much flour in, so it's taking a little bit longer for the sauce. Otherwise, it would have been done by now. And I put it in too quickly. But I'm saving it. And there we go. So, I put in the flour too quickly, so it became like glue, almost. Normally when you're working on a sauce like this, you add the flour a little bit at a time. And I was just too excited. So, I brought it back by adding more wine. And then a little bit of butter. Not too much butter because we already had a lot in here. And we cooked the steak in butter as well. I'm going to add a little bit more. And let it simmer. And this is smelly. See what I'm saying? Anybody can make this. I messed it up and I saved it. The key is, don't panic. There's always a solution. Almost always. Almost always a solution unless you burn it. Now black pepper. I did it on a, this is cool because it has different settings. I'm doing it on the coarse setting. whammon? What's a whammon, chat? Oh, God. Yeah. That's good. And that was close. This is why I set unnecessary timers when we do this, and I didn't on that one. It almost set the oven on fire. Oh, yeah. All right. That's going off. This is ready. This is ready. I need my nice plate. Yeah, I need a different plate. You need this hot water. Okay, everything is almost ready. I'm gonna pour the sauce on the meat now before it gets sticky. And I need a spoon. this is gonna be good. Okay, so what I was trying to say earlier about the cut of meat. You can go crazy. You can get a filet mignon. You can do this with a New York. You can do this with whatever your heart desires. And here's what I'll say. There is so much sauce in this recipe. There's so much sauce in this recipe that, like, you can really work with any cut of meat with this, in my opinion. And if you're trying to either save money or you think you don't have the biggest appetite, I would not do this with the porterhouse or with the really, with like a piece of meat that it has too much fat, though. I wouldn't do that. But, hold that thought. You just reminded me I need to do this. We're double boiling this chocolate. So if you're trying to either save money or you're not going to eat a lot, or you want to share, like you just think this is going to be too much food for you, you could do this in one. Another thing you can do, which would even be, now that I'm looking at this plate, an even nicer presentation, is after you cook the meat in the butter on its own, let it rest for a minute. Then you're going to slice it. Okay? And then you can just do like 5-6 slices per person, and then the sauce, and that's going to even look more beautiful. I didn't realize when I took this meat out of the freezer last night that it was such a big cut. So yeah, I would actually say slice it. It would look beautiful. So here's our chocolate melting. And it is taking longer. I was afraid this might happen. But that's okay. Holding it down with that. Here's this fresh out of the oven. I would have done it like 2 minutes less than I did, but I forgot. And it's not ruined either. It's still going to be delicious. There you go. And how is this doing? Okay, so I'm going to tell you, you should double boil your chocolate. I've done this before. It's actually okay. It's probably easier to do a real double boil so the heat stays as hot as possible. And you don't need to buy a fancy double boiler. You can just use a pot with a few inches of water and then another pot on top and melt your chocolate in that top pot. And just stir it. Make sure you're stirring it. So it melts evenly. Okay. Let me see if I can, I need to be prepared to take photos of all of this before we eat it. Let me just make sure this is looking good. All right, that looks beautiful. And now, this is so complicated doing all this at once. All right, and you don't worry, you will not be doing this because the hell, something just vibrated. You won't be doing this because you won't be doing this on stream, so it'll be less complicated. So, you know, relax in between. Serve each dish. Then go. Continue. How do I want to do this? How did I have this? It moved. It moved on me. This is fine. I don't know. I just invented whatever this is. Okay. You could do the whipped cream like, don't do it way at the start of when you're cooking. You could do it like midway and have it prepared. See, it's still nice and fluffy. Whipped cream never looks pretty. Unless you have... Unless you're working with like a pastry bag and you... Which you could do if you want to get crazy. If you don't have a pastry bag, you can just cut the corner off of a Ziploc. Bloop, squeeze it out. I didn't think of that until this moment. Alright, she invented strawberries. Alright, here goes nothing. Chocolate, still hot. Nice and melted. Oh, now it looks beautiful. Now it doesn't look so scuffed. Gotta love it. I'm just gonna keep like that. All right, now the fun part. We get to rush all of this to the table. I'll be right back. Okay, everything is plated. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna do a couple more shout outs. Then I have to switch cameras in there, which is gonna be actually pretty quick once I'm done with these shout outs. So, Gilzilla, thank you for the 500 biddies. Master of Chaos, thank you for the 7 months. Nilo, thank you for the 12 months. Time does fly, you got your golden badge. Graham Cracker, thank you for the gifted sub. Sour Cream and Donnie's, thank you for the prime. The Chronicles of Yalooper, thank you for the gifted sub. Biggs, thank you for the gifted sub. Did I get these? I'm going to shout you guys out again. I don't remember if I got these. MQ the Maker, thank you for the 20 months. Monkey's Uncle, thank you for the prime. Beetle Runner, thank you for the 11 months. And now, I think we're caught up. Experiment, thank you for the 5 gifteds. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. So, here we go. I have to switch what we're doing. Nav got sobbed. What is that? What? I have to switch. Once we get to the table, I need to take pictures, and then we can eat. Okay, camera is on. Camera is on. Let's see. Let me see. I need this sound. All right. You're probably getting a couple seconds of double audio, but we'll be good. All right. Now, the worst part of this, having to take photos before we eat. Dang. Shadows. All right, I need to get a picture from behind. Okay, I'm back. All right, got my photos. Now, this is the hard part, you guys. This is the hard part. Like, how do we eat all this in order? So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring you guys up because I can't see chat yet. Hello. Audio is bad. Let me try and fix it. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm right here. All right. We should be good. Should be good. Oh, yes. All right. Is that better? Yay! Okay. I problem solved very quickly. There's a huge delay though, you guys. Hold on. That's weird. There's a delay on my end. Okay. Well, we got to get to it. Otherwise, none of this is going to be good. So, here's what we're going to do because this is all going to be disgusting. So, I'm not going to sit here and like eat the whole thing and eat all of this and then eat all that and then all that. So, we're just going to do a little tasting. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, where are my manners? Excuse me. And here, let me tell you something. I didn't go for a red tablecloth because I'm sorry. I'm going to say it. I think it looks cheap. I know it's in Valentine's Day theme. Just looks cheap. We stayed simple. Delayed.
Okay.
should be back. Should be back. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Ah. All right. Okay, there should be no delay now. I see myself. There's no delay like there was a few minutes ago. So thanks for sticking with me. I'm getting you guys right here so I can see you. Woo! Okay, we're good. Finally, we can try this. So what I was trying to say was that because this took such a long time, I'm not going to sit here and eat each portion until they're finished. We're just gonna do a little tasting menu sort of a thing. So cheers to you, all of you. We'll survive, play dude. Don't hate. It's a stream. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mmm.
Okay.
Oh man. Mmm. Oh my god. No way. What did I just say? We're not gonna eat the whole thing, but dude. Okay. Sneaking in a fried slice was the way to go. Sneaking in a fried slice in between. Mmm. So I'm gonna confess, the sauce is a little bit thicker than I wanted it to be, and that's because I made the little flub with the flour too quickly. But again, I still think it's gonna be freaking delicious. I can't wait. And there is the string in here, so I don't know exactly where. Oh, it's so tender. Oh my god, this is gonna be so good. Monkey brains! Here we go. You just like pick up some of that sauce like this. Some of the onion. Why is it not? There we go. Wow! Wow! So you remember when I said I'm usually not a fan of butter when I'm like cooking meat, especially red meat. I just love to grill. I love to barbecue. However, this is divine. This is one of the exceptions. If you're going to cook with butter, this is how you do it. This is a very French-inspired recipe. Butter, flour, some rosemary. This is unreal. I'll drink to that. Like, I think, and I'm in the minority probably, I think when you're grilling steak, like, don't bastardize it with butter. Just maybe some sort of oil when you're searing it off at the end. But if you're gonna use butter, do it the right way and don't be afraid of it. Mmm. 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 Oh my God. Mmm. All right, one more bite. One more bite, you guys. One more bite. And then we move. I should have got a real steak knife. I don't know what I was thinking. Then we're going to move to our strawberries. Yes. 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 Okay, I need a real knife. I need a real knife. Here we go. Let me try and get this. Oh, no. It's failing. I don't have the real knife. Okay, there we go. I got it. The string, I actually cut around it, but I still need the knife because I cooked it pretty rare, so I need an actual steak knife. Just use your teeth. All right, I said just a little tasting, right? So we're gonna move on to the strawberries, and in order to do that, I'm gonna have to do this. Get a new fork for your person or for yourself, though. Oh, let me show you guys. So the reason I decided to like slice a few and then keep a few whole was because this way you don't get your fingers dirty. You know, not yet. It's too early for that. And you can eat the sliced ones with the whipped cream, and then the whole ones are just for presentation. You see? Oh, yes. Just a little bit of the chocolate drizzle was like perfect. Not too much. Mmm. Oh, yeah. Don't totally take my word for this, but I feel like you could prepare this somewhere in the middle of cooking all of this and then just put it in the fridge. And it has the potential to stay nice without ruining the whipped cream, I think. I think you could get away with that. And yes, real whipped cream makes a massive difference. You guys saw how long it took me. It took me a minute and a half to just... It's so easy, and it tastes a million times better than the stuff out of the can. And you can adjust the sugar to how you like it, as little or as much as you want. So, this was delicious. But you know, I think we got to end this the way we started this, and I've had enough to eat. So, why don't we get out of here? Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for the encouragement. I will see you guys tomorrow on stream, Saturday. Sunday, we will be doing some sub-only Discord VC Super Bowl party junk. So meet us there. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Not sure what time yet. Let's get out of here. Thank you. Oh, wait. I forgot to say it like we started.